What up, y'all? It's your G2SP, aka Headhigh Simpson. So I did my homework on the situation I was telling y'all about this brother who is basically let me know that when I'm around him, I no longer have the freedom of speech. I'm no longer able to speak around him about anything that anyone who he's cool with doesn't want me to speak about. So I'm not allowed to speak about anything. I'm not allowed to speak about the pedophiles of Auburn, New York. I'm no longer allowed to talk about the drug game that's going on in the Central New York area. I'm no longer allowed to talk about anything that makes me uncomfortable. That includes if I'm suspicious of certain situations that are not, cool for me or anyone around me. If I am to complain about this and he is in the area, he's supposed to punch me in my face and beat me up. But my resources told me that he wants me to believe this because he is getting paid to try to keep me under control. And if I don't follow, then he's gonna beat me up. This is the thing. If I don't allow for him to beat me up, he's either gonna have the police department arrest me and or his family is gonna get together and kill me and or hurt me very bad. Now, I got the individual's name. I'm not sure of his name. Supposedly his first name is Tony. I'm not sure. This individual is supposedly a person that worked with the Cayuga and Auburn high schools as a coach. He actually was coaching children in football. But now he's back in the game, and the reason why he hasn't been able to make it to any professional football or D-League football teams is because he obtained a drug charge. So now he's back on the streets, and if he's not in control of the streets, he's gonna either hurt people like me, and or he's gonna put himself in danger's way and make his family take care of the individual if he can't take care of him himself. Me, I'm a one-man army. I have no family that's gonna come out and fight any senseless wars. At that, they're not going to fight any wars. Majority of my family are conducting their own families. So at the end of the day, I'm in a situation where he has an idea of this, and he's playing on that card, and he's saying, basically, I'm 300 pounds, you're under 180 pounds. If you don't do what I say, if you don't make me look like I'm big and bad and don't say nothing, then I'm going to fight you. The individuals that told me about him that said that they know him a little bit, they said that he's the type of person to get in my face, but he's not going to hit me. There's a very small chance of him hitting me, but he's going to use the fact that he's bigger than me to make me look like I'm a punk. Which, I'm going to be real with you, if someone is bigger than me is going to come at me, I'm going to do everything in my power to defend myself. Even after this coming up to me to get in my face to argue with me, automatically you're violating my personal space, and I'm going to defend myself. You see what I'm saying? And that's just what it is. So basically, if I do that, if I choose to defend myself, he's got a whole family out here in the Central New York area, in Auburn, New York, that's supposedly supposed to take care of me, either injure me very bad or kill me. To let you know, these are the situations that happens when you are moving in a pro-black movement, and you're letting the pro-black organizations know about not trusting crack dealers or crack users or any type of drug users, especially hardcore drug users. These individuals, they will set out someone who will throw their life away to try to keep you under control and keep you from telling what's really going on. So the fact that I've been talking about the pedophilia, I'm talking about the drug game, and I'm talking about how pro-blacks cannot trust druggies. Now he's on the grounds in my social groups and in my immediate area that I move around in. He's in that area, and he is trying to find a way to start an argument with me, to beat me up. And if he can't win in a violent altercation, what he's going to do is he's going to call his family, like Johnny, and his family members that live out in the sticks to come and find me. And supposedly there's going to be more than 20 people that's going to make sure that I am hurt, injured, or killed. So at the end of the day, now I'm in a situation where my life and my physical health is in threat. So this is a situation at hand. Due to this, I'm letting it be known and I'm making it public that I'm in a situation where my freedom of speech is supposed to be limited, and he's the guy that is to make sure of this. If I am to say anything, including this video, I'm supposed to be physically attacked and beat up, and if I don't allow it, then I have to fight more than 20 people, and or I'm going to get shot up by more than 20 people from the Auburn, Cayuga area, and or people that have an oath and a bond with the Auburn community. And this is crazy. This whole drug game stuff is crazy. So I'm breaking this down to y'all, and y'all gonna get this right here because it's real like that. This is what I'm trying to show you about the drug game. If you speak out against it, if you speak about any of the other illegal activities that go on in the drug game, you will be pressed. And when you're pressed, and when I mean pressed, that means that someone's going to actually have a problem with you. They're not going to speak and say, listen, I'm trying to shut you down. What I'm going to do, what they're going to do is they're going to basically let it be known indirectly that we're going to take you out. So it's either we're going to bring someone who will throw their life away at you. So basically, this guy is doesn't care if he's going to get hurt. If he comes at me, his objective is once the violence starts, he is sure that if he doesn't win, he has a family that's going to come after me and seek revenge. At the end of the day, he's the one who took the action to try to suppress me from speaking my mind. Like I said, this guy's name is supposedly, his name is Tony. I could be wrong. Maybe that's his brother's name and his name is something else. The other thing is what I heard is that he has a different last name from some of his other siblings. Sorry about what's going on right now as I do this video, but I do have individuals at the door making noise, playing with the lights, and making it hard for me to make this video because this is supposed to really flare up the individual, and a lot of people are scared. They're trying to keep me from doing this because they do not want this individual to become violent. To make even worse, this individual have children in his house, and he's playing a gangster role. What was also told me was that the reason why he came at me was because he was not able to get crack yesterday, which was the 10th. And because he wasn't able to get his crack, he was in a bad mood and he was willing to throw his life away. And he knew that he would be doing a favor to the drug game by actually throwing his life away in my direction. Because he throws his life away, he either kills me and or gets me to go to jail for defending myself against him. Because Auburn Police Department, they don't care if you were defending yourself. The defense law does not count here. Ever since a white male by the name of Josh Navina stabbed someone to death and killed them, the self-defense law in Auburn, New York has not been valid because they knew that now that a white person has utilized self-defense to get away with murder, now they are not allowing for that law to be legal anymore because they want any black person that's going to utilize the self-defense law to defend itself against anyone, white, black, Puerto Rican, or Haitian. They're not going to allow this because they know that this multi-billion-dollar jail and prison system is not going to work when we have laws like this to protect us when we're being attacked. So I don't even have the right to defend myself. The only thing I could do is either report it to the FBI, CIA, or to the police department, which I have not done. And the reason why is because this is what they want me to do. They're trying to manipulate my choices in a violent altercation, and in this same situation, it's either get beat up, don't say nothing about it, call the cops, get him locked up, and his family's going to come after me, and or properly prepare myself so when this 300-pound person comes after my under 180-pound self, if I am to prepare myself to defend myself and I'm successful at defending myself, then now I have to go and I have to fight more than 20 people. And the fight doesn't have to be a fist fight. It can actually involve weapons. So I'm in a situation where they're letting me know indirectly, and my resources are letting me know that you're in a situation where if you do not allow for this drug dealer / fiend have his way, you're going to lose your life. You're either going to lose your life by getting killed, or you're going to wind up doing life in jail, or 25 to life, however you want to put it. This person is not, they let me know this person is not going to let you get away with anything that you're doing as far as revealing the activities of the central New York area. He has been hired to muzzle me and muffle me from explaining these realities. And I'm letting y'all know. I explained this to you, and now look at what I'm doing. I'm explaining to you their reaction to me revealing what's going on in the central New York area. The underage prostitution, the drugs, and how the drugs affects us from crack, cocaine, and heroin, and meth. Now, with these things going on, with me explaining it on YouTube, They're getting angry and they're hiring people, muscle, to actually control the individuals that are willing to explain it. And with the users and the fiends that are directly mad at me, they're looking at it like, listen, we either going to have you killed and or we're going to have you go to jail. We have the resources to have someone who doesn't know that you're willing to defend yourself come at you. And even if you're successful at defending yourself, you're going to go to jail. This is what I'm dealing with. Okay? One of my enemies is supposedly has a cousin that is cousins of someone from the APD. So therefore, if anything happens and I'm successful at defending myself, if that officer is on the clock during this time, I will be arrested for just attacking someone. It won't be you was getting beat up and you was trying to get them off of you, and this is why you did what you did. It would be, you know what I'm saying, you attack someone, you have an assault charge, and or whatever they can come up on me. Attempted murder, whatever, it doesn't matter. And the individual that sent this man, Tony, knows that. They know that it's either or. It's either you're going to get hurt real bad or killed, and or you're going to jail. We need to get you off the streets, and we need to get you from having access to YouTube to actually explain a lot of life situations and the fact that they want to turn females that I care about into prostitutes, as well as my female daughters. And it's wrong, but this is how the game works. If the game and the drug game decide to choose you as a poor person to have children that are fiends and prostitutes, they're going to keep on working on it until they are successful. And if they have to kill you or put you in jail, this is what happens. Be careful of what you do and who you affiliate yourself with. This is your G Twist P, aka Headhigh Simpson. I'm meant to make this short, but I believe that I made it long enough for y'all to actually gain information. A lot of the times when I make videos like this, it gets about 10 views. But this is very important. It's sad that we have a lot of anti-drug organizations connected to the police department, but I should at least have 10 views per police department in the central New York area, and they're not even taking partake in actually taking in this information and be able to protect me and my children. Why? Because like I said, some of my enemies have cousins that are related to the police department. Now, I'm not trying to crap on the police department because maybe they will do their job right. And if something happens, I will be safe, protected, and realized as a victim of bullying, gang violence, and a lot more. I'm going to end it right here because I felt like I got to say everything that I got to say. To let you know, I'm an entertainer, I'm a rap artist. My sole mission is to actually gain the reputation that's needed so that I can sell records and sell and move units to the degree where I can actually feed my family. I have 4 children. And due to having 4 children, I'm going to do everything in my power, as long as I'm alive, to actually be able to provide for them. That includes YouTube videos, music, working hard at a 9 to 5, and actually starting my own business so that I am self-employed. During this venture, I have come across a lot of things. I've actually been able to make money to provide for myself and my loved ones. But in the same event, I've also come across the drug game. And coming across the drug game, which I've grown up knowing about and known the rules about, I know how to move. This is why I've lasted this long, and I am able to bring this video to you. I ask you, if you watch this video, that you watch it fully through. Share it with a friend, especially if they are drug-free. Say no to drugs. The reason being why I'm saying this, even though I've been through the drug game and I know a lot about it, is because I know that once you enter into the drug game, they want to make it your life and you must obey it. If you do not, then they will ruin your life one way or another by either taking your life physically and or by getting you caught up in something that will get you life in jail. Please be careful. Our black race still has not rehabilitated from the oppression, and we have what you call the black demon enemy, which is trying to bring down their own black people. Any black male or black woman that is educated, they're trying to find a way to destruct them. For example, Sarah Bland, she was murdered in the police department and they claimed it as suicide. They could not find any black individual that would take her life, so they found a way to do it themselves. Now, me as a black male, they can find another black male who is in the drug game to take my life, and this is what's going on. They're going to try to make it look like a domestic dispute and or gang violence so that it doesn't go any further. And people are not more aware of how vicious the drug game could be to help the government get rid of any pro-black individuals who is trying to help the black community. I'm done speaking. You know what I was saying. I know that that if anyone watches this and says that I don't understand what he was saying, something's wrong with them. It is what it is. It's your G Twist P. Holla. 1.